Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the channel here. Hopefully y'all are all having a good day. Um, Sorry for being a little late today, but it's I got 5 kids and didn't sleep as long as I'd like, so ran a little bit late. So I do apologize for that. So today what we're doing is we're working on the Velocitas Imperium CWBB project, which is their button box. Before we get to the button box, I want to say thank you for Rufus at Velocitas Imperium for sending this to me to review. And as you guys know, anytime somebody sends me anything, it's my opinions, my feedback, my voice that's going to tell you what I think about it. And I can tell you early impressions. Oh my God, this is really cool. Um, and it's very simple. It's simple to build. It's simple to set up compared to some other stuff I have done in the past. But like I said, we're going to build it together here on camera. Um, but yeah, I think it's really cool and really worth the money. What we're showing right now on the screen, and again, thank you, Rufus, for sending this out to me. I'm really thankful for the opportunity, especially after building the Lynx GT3. That was a tough build. We got through it. We figured out 95% of it. The only thing I couldn't figure out at the end was the clutches, but Steven has the will. It's his will now. He could figure out that last little piece. But that definitely challenged me in a way I wasn't prepared for. But I didn't have to solder the PCB, so that is good. Um, but yeah, so this video is really just me putting it together and my first initial impressions of what I think. As far as review, um, I'll obviously want to use it for a while and let you know how it feels. But I think what I'm going to do is kind of also do a video comparing a button box to a Stream Deck, because I use a Stream Deck right now as a button box. And yeah, I really like it because I can map anything to it. I have the extra large and I have the Stream Deck Plus, which were both sent to me by my sponsor Matt at Simulation R Us. So I'm really thankful for that as well. But with that being said, let's get to this. So what I've got on the page now is the Velocitas Imperium website, and they've uploaded the new CWBB or button box design. And as you can see, the plans are just $12.99, or €12.99. Um, with that €12.99, you get the plans to build it completely yourself from scratch. The cool thing is, again, they have a Discord community if you have questions on and need help. But you can also buy the complete kit. Now, they're out of stock at the moment, but you can buy the complete kit as well, and just buy every individual piece, so that you can build it yourself. And you can buy the PCB, which I think is awesome, because the PCB allows you to not have to do any soldering, which sometimes I'm cool with. Sometimes I want to do some of it. Sometimes I want to do none, and that's a pretty cool thing. So yeah, you can buy all of the products, again, completely separate, purchase it, put it together, and again, we'll show you it can be done in like 15 minutes. But yeah, it has the 33 inputs because it has a funky switch and 2 rotary encoders with push functionality and 20 LED backlit buttons and 84 programmable LEDs because each button has 4 LEDs around the PCB, as we can see here. So if I zoom in just a little for you, you can see there are LEDs for around each button, and then around each button, and then you have your 2 rotary encoders, as well as your 7-way funky switch. So again, like it really has everything that you would potentially need. And then how you mount it, it has the 75 VESA mount on the back, which is great. But it also has other mounting options that they include in their directions. So, and then again, just a few other products that they offer. So what we'll do here is we will get everything on screen here now so we can do the build. And as you can see there, this is the stuff for the build. It's quite a simple build. It's not something that's going to take me hours and hours to do in days to figure out, because at the end of the day, I'm not doing the Lynx GT3 again this time. So yeah, this is making my life so much easier. And I appreciate that, because as much as I enjoy building, that was a tough one. So let me go up and pull up the directions, because even though it's a simple build, I do want to pull up the assembly guide, just because at the end of the day, it makes my life easy. We'll pull up the assembly guide and we'll go that route. So let me get the assembly guide here. Let's slide this screen over here so I can actually see what you guys say. Hey, so my guys are on: Solomon, Natty, Matt at Simulation or Us. So if you have a question about prints and where to get prints from, if you order any plan from anybody, you can go to Matt at Simulation or Us, and he can print all of these things for you, outside of ordering them, of course, because Velocitas includes the prints as well, and it makes your life 10 times easier. So let's go ahead and get this project started. So the directions that I'm looking at, I mean, again, they're very simple. It has the PCB instructions and tells you how to order it, and where to, JLC PCB is where most people order. It's so much cheaper. Like I try to order from here in the States because, oh yeah, let's support, US businesses, and it's not even like, it makes it obscenely, ridiculously overpriced, to the point where you can't afford it. Um, but yeah, so let me go ahead, and again, it goes to the PCB soldering and what you would do there. And again, not something that's complicated, but again, if it's something you want to do, and the PCB will go, of course, inside here. But as you're assembling it, one of the things you're going to want to do before you do any of those things, you're going to want to put the screws in if you're going to mount it. So there are standoffs that come with here, that if you want to put standoffs behind it, so that when you mount it to your VESA mount, or any mount that you're going to use, it has some space in between. So again, that's completely an option, up to you. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and put one of these VESA mounts on, because again, I'm going to use a 75 by 75, so that's clear up here. And what you'll notice is these 4 are the VESA mounts. These are 50 by 50. These are 75 by 75. So it just depends. And this is for your USB-C that you're going to go ahead and use to connect this to your PC. And it runs through SimHub, so you can program it through SimHub to do anything and everything your heart's desire. So let's go ahead, and again, we're going to make this really simple. This is not the most complicated build. Let me get out my little toolkit here. I have 2 little toolkits that I like to use, that I appreciate and enjoy. And you probably will hear my kids in the background because my daughters are watching one of their favorite shows. Um, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but hey, what are you gonna do? Your kids like shows, and you're like, as a parent, I can go without it. But let's see, too big. Let's find the right hex. These are all too big. See, look at that. These are the reasons why my builds take a little bit longer. So let's get over here. Just grab an Allen key. Cool. So what we're gonna do is, Look at that. Making mistakes already. We're going to go ahead and take and attach the standoffs. And again, very simple, very easy to do. Doesn't require rocket science. And like I said, you can order all these parts right from Velocitas. So, hey, Velocitas, what's going on? My brother Neil is here too. What's going on? I mean, everybody is here. And like I said, the guys at Velocitas, I'm looking forward to doing more. And my daughter is yelling for me in the background, so I'm gonna have to step away for a second because my daughter is yelling at the top of her lungs, "Daddy, more peanut butter." Yeah, that is hilarious. My daughter is screaming for peanut butter. Although I hear somebody coming down the steps. Oh boy, that's funny. And there's my daughter in the background, y'all. Yep, there she goes. Silly, silly.
Hey y'all. What's up?
Yeah, that's my daughter Hannah right there. She's been begging me to be on stream. I have my other channel. We'll start doing that together. But yeah, so far, get out of here, pesky child.
Hope y'all liked the video. Give it a thumbs up, like it, subscribe, comment down below what your favorite video, what he should post. Okay, bye.
That's my daughter. Yeah, thumbs up, y'all. Thumbs up. Yeah. But no, yeah. So we've got the back. That's pretty simple. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop the PCB in, and again, it's done all for you. Buttons. Now these are the same buttons that I believe are on the Picorni Hype R, which are absolutely clicky. So let me take a look at something real quick. And I wouldn't recommend doing this um, because it'll just make your life even more complicated because you would see too much. But yeah, these are the same buttons from the Picorni. So granted, you wouldn't run these because I don't think you want to see the entire PCB behind the button. But yeah, it is literally the same button. And I like those on the Picorni Hyper. So I have no problems with that. So we're going to drop that in because it's just that simple. There's really not much to do there. Drop it in. Yeah, my daughter is, um, you know, uh, send me a DM on Discord for the assembly. Yeah. Um, but yeah, so like this is really simple. Like I said, I ordered the plans and, you know, uh, once you attach all of those parts, like that's pretty simple. Yeah. I mean, that's the best part of it all. Like it's so simple it's scary. And I think that's the problem that I'm having, how simple this is. Um but yeah. So once it's in, you have a few grub screws that come in the box. You have some longer screws here that come in the box, as well as the screws to screw down the PCB. So what we're going to do now is we're going to screw down the PCB because again, makes my life easy. And I'm looking at the directions because why not, right? Why not look at the directions along the way? Screw down the PCB because what's going to happen is once we put the cover on it here and we have the buttons, it screws in right back here. And as you can see, it already includes everything in the 3D print. It just, like I said, this just makes my life easy. Um, hey, Brandon, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated. Let's go ahead and get the right hex so we can pop this on. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to look here to make sure we screw in the right part. So how'd you guys enjoy that wonderful sprint race in F1 yesterday. It actually was quite entertaining. As a Lewis Hamilton fan, that car is slow as molasses, but it was nice to see him. You don't see a like button anywhere? That's crazy. Let's see. Sent me a DM on Discord. I need to check that real quick. So he just sent me an to let me know because I plugged it in earlier and I'll show you guys. There's a green LED at the bottom that turns on when powered up. He said as it's too bright, you can put some tape on it so it doesn't bleed. I'm not gonna worry about that. Like to me, that's something that each individual person will have to determine if it bothers them or not. I'm thinking like, I'm cool with it, but I guess we will see once I get this all assembled. Like I said, this is the best assembly I have ever had to do. Um, it's it is absolutely amazing. Let's see. I'm just making sure I put it in the places he dictated in the directions. Again, he's 15. My beautiful wife wants to know my son's number. He plays baseball. He's got a baseball game today. He's got a double header. So, which is going to be fun. The family's going out to that while I drive Uber. And as we can see, Velocitas is restocking everything. So, they are going to be having these available. And I think once you see it assembled, you're like, damn, that is freaking cool. Yeah, these are self-tapping screws. Now all we're gonna do is we're gonna drop on the buttons, and they actually look at the underside. They snap into place. Okay, just something smart, you know what I mean? So they stay in place. Doesn't create a headache for you. Like, just snap them on. You'll feel them snap or pop into place. They slide right on. But yeah, it's really bright. I will notice. Oh no. Well, like I said, we'll go ahead and get it connected. Like I said, I can always take this apart, put a piece of uh, electric tape over it. I have some, and what we'll do is we'll show you what it looks like beforehand, and we'll show you what it looks like after. But I have some easy black electrical tape. We'll pop that on, so you guys can see both. Okay, look at that. Simple, elegant, easy. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna slide that over. Again, super simple. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Uh, yeah. All right. So now that's what it looks like. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip this over. We're gonna take these screws here, the M3x14s. We're gonna screw these down. And I'm gonna screw down 2 of them so we can take it apart if I want to put the black tape on. So to be honest, that's it for the most part. Then we're going to take our wonderful funky switch. And before we do that, they give you this little printed insert to drop right on top here. And I didn't drop it on there correctly because it aligns in. Okay, there you go. You've got the funky switch, which attaches here, which uses a grub screw, and it is slotted on the inside. Not sure if you can see that, but that little groove there will align with that here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that on. I'm going to turn it. I'm not going to put the grub screw in because we might take it apart. Same thing with the encoder. As you can see, the groove inside. Okay, so we've got that there. Now, I'm not going to put the sticker on yet because, again, I want to see how it looks. But let's get it connected. I have a wonderful cable here. We'll go ahead and connect it via USB-C. Okay. And look at that. Now, it's hard for you to see. Hey, Google, turn the office light off. Yeah, that looks better. So, yeah, Chris, we're gonna put the sticker on, but I'm gonna open this up in just a sec because I don't think so the green light will bleed through because there are lights down here. So let's do this. I don't want to place the sticker on just yet. But like, I do want to talk about the stickers. These are some of the best, most high quality stickers I've ever used. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, they are, like you can see in the reflection, they're textured and they feel amazing. Like, these are high quality. You can see how thick they are. These are high quality stickers, so you'll definitely get the effect once you use them. Now, mine is flashing colors because what I did was I set it up prior to just to be safe. But yeah, that green light will bleed through. So what we're going to do is exactly what I believe Rufus is on here was talking about. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to take this back off. And I'm going to go ahead and cover up that green light with a little bit of black electrical tape. It should shield most of the light. And they are making an update. They're changing the LED voltage for the next revision. This way, you won't have that issue moving forward. And again, it's just little things like that that you appreciate. To me, black electrical tape, it takes 2 seconds to put on. I'm going to go ahead and connect it again so I can see exactly where it's coming from. So yeah, it's that little light, and that is a bright light. He is right. It is a very bright light. But what we'll do is we'll take it out. And these are the things like you learn over time. And obviously, you know, this being a new build for them, like they figure it out after they've ordered, you know, probably 100 pieces and then go, daggone it, that's a bright light. So what we'll do, and hopefully this camera angle works for everybody. Let's take the PCB out, turn it at an angle. We're going to take a little bit of electrical tape because again, I think I was looking at it correctly. Oh my god, that is blinding. Hey Rufus, what were you thinking, man? What were you thinking? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. A little square. And let's see. I'm gonna first cut a bigger square so I can actually grab it. Then we'll cut a little square. Oh yeah, a very little square. And place it on some tweezers. Well, that's not. I hear the pitter patter of little feet behind me. You put your shoes on yourself? Good job. You're a big girl. My twins. I have 3-year-old identical twins. For those of you who didn't know, they are the two surprise twins that are make me have a family of 7. I have 5 kids. But yeah. All right. Yeah. So look at that. That's hard to see. But that little green light is no longer as bright. Let's see if we can see it here. Yeah. So nice. Easy peasy. So let's go ahead and screw everything back in and screw it down. Love you. Okay. Always gotta tell my family I love them. What'd you do without them? So got the small square on. And thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, if you enjoy what I'm doing, think it's worthy of a subscription, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Um, Thumbs up, notifications on, like us. If you're on Twitch, go ahead and follow me as well because I'm streaming on both. Um, but yeah, like I appreciate you. Thanks for joining this humble, wonderful channel. I'll let you try. Sorry about that.
Subscribe, y'all.
Again, my daughter Hannah, being absolutely silly.
Great job.
All right. So we're gonna put this on top. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and drop this on. That fits in there perfectly nice. Now we've got everything on. I'm going to go now. So you hit the option of using whatever you want, right? You know, ABS, traction control, backward and forward, left and right. I personally am going to go with the arrows because my thinking is, yeah, Adolfo, I'm enjoying this one. It's a simple one. Um, I will be putting together another wheel here in the next month or so, and that's going to be far more challenging. But I'm going to go with the simple arrows because to me, if I assign it to one of these, well, depending on the wheel I'm using, like if I'm using my Bavarian SimTech Omega Pro, it has these that I've mapped. So I'm not going to do that. So I want something a little more generic. Bye. Love you. Mwah. Have fun. Love you. Mwah. Have fun. Sorry, my little twins. My little twins. My big daughter, she's leaving too, and my oldest son's gotta go to work, and then my younger son has got a baseball game. So probably want to poke out that hole. So just to line it down. I really don't need the tweezers because they have some grooves for you to place it down. And that makes life super simple and super easy. And there we go. So yeah. So you're thinking of keeping only the one arrow and use some small knob stickers. Small round one can fit. Gotcha. I don't know. I like these. I mean, I think what you have done is really cool. So yeah. But whatever design you come up with, I think offering both. But I think the sticker pack is, I mean, you chose these stickers are just awesome. Like I said, I like these stickers a lot. They're just great, and you give every option. I mean, you know, you've got these here, and then you've got the double pack, which let's be honest, if you can't find the button you need here, then it may not exist. You know what I mean? But it's obviously it's going to be the more common, more popular buttons that they're going to have. So let's go ahead and flip this over and get it screwed back down. And this time we're going to completely screw it down because we have covered up, and I'll plug it again so you can see that that green light is not blaring through. Love you, babe. Yep, look at that. No more green light coming through, and it won't show behind here, which is going to be sweet. So let's go ahead and get it screwed down, because like I said, this is the easiest build I've ever had to do. And I want to thank the guys at Velocitas again for sending this to me. I think this is my favorite build, and you can get this whole kit in a bundle, and they do have two options for the prints. If I'm not mistaken, you can do PLA and the PLA carbon fiber, which, you know, it's pretty cool. Um, Personally, I'm cool with this one. You know, I don't need anything carbon fiber. I don't need anything that's, you know, crazy. Although it's cool to have. Um, I'm pretty sure you could potentially do this whole box in aluminum. Um, so yeah. Okay, look at that. So it's screwed down. Now we're going to go ahead and place on the encoders. And I'm going to do this correctly. Okay, so now that's on there. We are going to attach the funky switch. He includes the grub screws. So what was that question you asked, Neil? Hi Norman, this box is from Velocitas. Yep, Imperium, and they're on here, so if you have questions, I'm not getting a chance. Let's see. It's a new version from PE. Let's see. Wow, a lot of good questions and answers going on today. And like I said, I think this is awesome. And you know, uh, Rufus had the idea of sending this to me, and I think the great thing about us reviewers or people on us guys on YouTube is we offer ways for individuals to find out information they may not be able to get otherwise, and it gives Rufus the ability to be able to give you some information that you can easily find out about a product you may be considering. And again, the total build of this, depending on where you go, because it's a build you can go as far as you want to go. You could, like I said, you can make it in an aluminum enclosure. Wrong one. You can do a complete aluminum enclosure for this. You can print it yourself. You have so many options of what you can do that I think what ends up happening is, these things to me need to be marketed more, because this button box, I can tell you, once I get all of this together, this is pretty freaking cool. Like, this is pretty awesome to be able to say, you know what? I'm, either you buy all the parts and just assemble it, um, or you go ahead and print it, order the PCB from JLC PCB, and do it that route. Either way, like, this is really cool. I like this button box a lot, and I think for the price, it's well worth it. I mean, I personally would just order it from them. I would order the plans and then order every bit from them, and go that route. Um, but you can also go the other route of, you know, doing it yourself. And I think for 163, once you get it in your hands, you'll see what you get, and it's like, oh, this is cool. Phone is ringing crazy. Yep. There we go. 7-way funky switch that rotates and pushes encoders. Not sure. So these are 3D printed, but because they're regular encoders, you can actually use. So if you used to order it yourself, these are the same encoders here that I already have from Corny Wheel. The cool thing about it is, if I wanted to, I could attach these. So these are the ones that I got from AliExpress. So I technically could attach this to it, but I don't have any more of these. So what I might do is order some more and then potentially order a knob for the funky switch. So I'll do that actually. I'll get something from AliExpress. Um, but yeah, you could go ahead and just get one of these and it would fit perfectly fine. And then this, now with these, you have to be careful because there is no groove. So when you put them on, this grub screw needs to be quite tight to make sure it holds. But no, yeah, you can order any one of these. Like I said, what I'll do is I'll get some more and put it on. This way you guys can see. But yeah, you have options. You totally have options of what you want to do and how you want to put them on. And in fact, I also have some 3D printed stuff that I have from Picorni that would fit on these as well, that have a different color. So again, you have options of what you want to do. So what we're going to do is, now that we've got it all assembled, we're going to plug it in. Now that we have it plugged in, see if I can set it up so you can see it. So let's go ahead and take a look at what you have to do once you get it assembled. Oh, okay. A CNC version in black is coming out. Nice. So they will have a CNC version in black. If you want colors, and obviously, you have AliExpress, you have eBay, you have all the options there. But if they're going to offer a black one that matches the aesthetic, then you may just want to stick there. So, yes. So the encoders are the same encoders you get on. So they have push functionality, and they rotate right and left. And then the funky switch is a full 7-way. Push, rotate, and hat switch. So you get all of those functions. Let's go ahead and pull up. Let me get the SimHub app loaded. So this way we can take a look at SimHub. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to do this from scratch because I'm going to delete the device. So you'll see the lights go off. Let's go ahead and transition now, since we've built it, to this part here. So what we're seeing here now is I have, SimHub pulled up. With SimHub, you can see the things that I have as devices. At first, I was looking like, man, in my hardware in Arduino, it's not there, because it's not going to be. What they did was, the one thing I absolutely love is they give you the ability to add a device. So once you download all the plans and you pay the €12.99 or I think $14, US dollars, you click on add new device. When you click on add new device, oh, give me a second. You're going to import device. Sorry, not add. Import device. When you go to import device, I already have it here where I saved it in my separate folder. It's under software. You click it and click open. Once you open it, then it turns it on. Then it's going to connect to LED specific devices, what I did. Now, sometimes SimHub, being the person that it is, it just has a issue with finding it the first time. So as you can see, I have to turn it off and turn it back on, and then it locates it, and then it works perfectly fine. So this is more of a first impression. Uh, a full review of it myself, I'll do a separate video because I want to compare this to a Stream Deck to let you guys know what, you know, is it worth getting this over Stream Deck, or is it worth having both? Or I think they serve two different functions the more I'm using this, because like when I race in VR, as you guys have seen, having something that's always going to be the same thing each and every time um, is also beneficial. And Velocitas just said another way to get this button box project is as a Ko-Fi membership, or wait a few months and it'll be released for free. So I totally think it's worth purchasing. I will always tell everybody, if you can support anybody, support them as best you can. Um, that's just my take on it. Everybody's different, and the fact that he will offer it for free, I think is awesome. I think it's also cool that we pay for the plans and you do whatever you want with it. But yeah, so this is just a great product, and I think the fact that they offer it for free is just absolutely amazing. Um, but yeah, so I'm going to say connect to a specific LED device if you had LED serial numbers. But again, it's the device, it's going to recognize it. And these are the things that I wish every product you buy did. They made it as a device so it's easily recognizable in SimHub. And then you can go in. Now, as you can see, you got controls to control the brightness and LED. Like you can actually map these buttons here just to control the brightness and the LED. You can do color presets and RGBs, and I'm not going to mess with the USB settings myself. But you have this RGB LED effects, which is the profile. It's generic profile for the VI CWBB. Um, can you tell us what the CW stands for? I get it's Velocitas Imperium button box, but what does CW stand for? I'm curious. You know, yeah. So yeah, but let's see. You spent some time in there too. Let's look. We're gonna edit the profile. So again, nice. So he's got a ton of button effects. Wow, so he spent quite a big hey Stig, what's going on, boss? Thanks for the bits. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. So game is not running. So since he's got all these effects, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and get iRacing up and running so we can see some of the effects. So let's do a test drive in my favorite car. Test drive. Let's get iRacing loaded so we can see. Like I said, let's launch the sim. So yeah, like I like the cool effect of how the lights just rotate. And again, like as we know, LEDs, let me do this. They can be turned up to 1,000. Um, and like I said, it's hard to see on camera just the cool effects he's done because cameras don't really do a great job of picking it up. Trying to see if I can do something, but it doesn't. Um, but let's see. All right. So now you can see, now that the button box is on, oh, that's cool. So if you can see, I can't see mine because I've got iRacing up now in the background. So as you can see, when you push the button, oh man, it's unfortunately, let me turn down the LEDs and see if maybe the camera can capture a little bit. You can see the colors, but as you push it, cool, man, thanks. Great job. Now, I don't know what this first one is. The first one, I'll have to go ahead and so it's got backlights down behind here. All these are backlit and now they're static because again, you would map them in the sim. This one here I'll have to mess with just to get this one to flash like all the others. And what I'll do is just copy it and make sure I map it to that first LED. But dude, this is really cool. Yeah. But yeah, let me see. This may be, like he said, it may be ignition, which makes sense because he's already got these things programmed, so it doesn't get over it by any effect. Ah, first follow the ignition. Cool. So it's going to be hard for me to get into the car because my sim is not loaded up. So let's try that for a second. Bear with me, guys. I've got to move my sim over. As you guys know, I have to move my sim back and forth. So let's go ahead and, hey, Google, turn on the game. All right, let's go ahead and connect my wheelbase so that the sim recognizes I have everything connected. Might want to turn on the USB. All right, all of my devices are starting to recognize now. Come on. Configure controls back. Exit the wizard. Why is it not? Everything is recognizing. I love it when things work the way they're supposed to. It's not recognizing my wheel. Oh, for whatever reason. It's not recognizing my steering wheel. Bear with me for just a second. I have no idea why iRacing now is deciding not to recognize my wheel. Let's try it the hard way, since everything has to be complicated. Sometimes I wonder if I just have too many devices plugged in where my game's like, nope, not today. Nope, not today. All right, there we go. All right, so test. Oh, wait. Let's go ahead and map some buttons. This button box configuration overall design will make an excellent addition to my LMP style sim rig. Oh, for sure. I would recommend it to anybody. So let's go ahead and let's see. Let's go to options, control, ignition, starter. Nice. So if I hit the ignition, oh, that is cool. So not sure if you saw that. Ignition. Let's do it again, starter. That is cool. I might have to switch. The effects in here are really cool. I'm likely going to have to switch up because I haven't mapped to my wheel now. But I rather like that there. Yeah. So again, we look at my wheel, so many LEDs. So I hit ignition. You can see the ignition now is off. Now it's on. And if I push it here, I get the effect on my wheel and I get the effect of the button box. Dude, this is freaking cool. All right, so it's kind of swimming me back to button boxes. I didn't have it. I had a pretty decent one, but this is really cool. So that's pretty much it, guys. Like I really have nothing more to say to this other than this is nothing short of excellence. I'm gonna go ahead and get the stickers on, get my mounting solution done. Um, yeah, because I am really excited about this. Let me pull my screen down. Yeah, this is really freaking cool. Um, and I'll let you guys see again. Uh, yeah, it's a cool button box. Like I said, I mean, turn the car off and I'll put it on the big, like, you know, here's my wheel, here's the button box. And again, they just go so well together. Um, oops, sorry, hit the camera. But yeah, ignition, super cool. Animation, and it flows down. Like the animation's done really cool. So yeah, Rufus, you can that's freaking cool. Like that is freaking cool. But I'm gonna get this mapped out. And it's mainly gonna be for my black box, and I think I'll switch the ignition and stuff here just because I think that's gonna be cool. Um, but this is awesome. I like this a lot. And again, this is what it looks like. This is the Velocitas Imperium CWBB. Um, yeah, exactly. More LEDs equals more speed. That's a fact. Makes you faster, significantly faster. Um, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, if I don't use it, I'll, give it away or something like that. But yeah, and we're gonna be doing some hot lap challenges too. I'm trying to look for something to give away, and that was going to be this. But I'm pretty positive that's not going to be the case now. Because I rather like this, and once I get it mounted to my rig, I think it's going to be something I absolutely use for years to come. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the more you know about SimHub, the more you can do. So, um, in a nutshell, man, like I said, this is a simple build. This was, supposed to be a 30, 40-minute video. We're up to 54 minutes. And like I said, LEDs, um, via SimHub, I can make them as bright as I want. This is 23%. That's 100%. So yeah, you decide what you want to do. But again, I'll show you the effect again. Turn the engine off, turn it on. And it looks even better with it fully bright because it's, how do I say, it's like these look glaring and they both are glaring. Like I'm pretty sure at night it'd be, but because of the way these buttons are, like it's almost like it's not as bright. I don't know how to say that. Yeah. So can this be linked to radar? Uh I do not have an affiliate link, Norman. And that's fine. Like I'm perfectly fine with you go ahead and ordering it uh from Velocitas and just doing the whole thing now. Like I do not have an affiliate link and I don't need one. They sent this to me free of charge and I appreciate that. Um and at the end of the day, um you could do anything. Like if you want to map it so that, you know, this side of it blinks when a car's on the right, this side of it blinks when a car's on the left. It all blinks when you're in the middle and you're in triple wide. Like you can do, SimHub allows you to do anything. So you have that capability. And again, I'm not an expert on SimHub, but I'm going to go ahead and make some things to it myself. But again, he's already done quite a few things. So like looking in here when the game is running, he has effects. Okay, so he already has spotter effects. So let's see here. Let me open up the test editor. Let me move my screen out the way. Um, so let me see. We've got the test editor open. We've got the Leger P3. Let me see if the pit limiter is on. That's what happens when the pit limiter is on. Oh, let me turn it down because he's done a ton of heavy lifting. So it's hard for you to see. At that angle, you can kind of see some. Um, if you're in a pit lane, does it do anything? Nope. If ABS, let me see. He's done quite a bit. So if yellow flag is on, it blinks yellow. You can add blue flag. White flag, he has no green flag. Car left. Yeah. So it's hard to see. Let me see if I turn the brightness up. Yeah, you see? He's already got car left and car right. So if you're in the middle, car left, car right. Super cool. Already done. Yeah. So yeah, you've got everything in here you want. And like I said, you can add more. I mean, um, but yeah, this is engine start. So when the engine starts, this is what it does. I'll turn it up so you can see it. So if I trigger the engine start, it does this. Let's see. You can add RPMs to this if you wanted to. Um, and if the game is not running, this is what it does. And I like how this fully functions when you do test editor. There's some things that don't work very well when you do test editor. But yeah, so it gets turned on. Like I said, uh, yeah, if you want to have RPMs, like it flashes when you reach RPM. I have a flag matrix now that I use for that. But this is staying on the rig. Yeah, yeah, blue, orange, checkered, and white need to be in game. Test editor doesn't work. You will see by testing it. Okay, so yeah, he has. So let me transition back so you can see SimHub. And again, um, so he has the spotters calling left and right. He has the ignition effects. He has the flag effects. Oh, he has yellow, white, orange meatball on, green flag, checkered flag, blue flag. Okay. Yeah. See, and test editor is weird. Like it shows some of it, but it doesn't show it all. So he has all of those in here. So um yeah, Adolfo, man, like this is crazy. This is just great. Like I am totally stoked on this. Like I don't know if you can tell, but I was not going to keep this. I was actually gonna give it to somebody. Uh and and if they really wanted it, um a replay. Let me see if I have a replay in iRacing. Ha ha. I don't have any replays. um I had some, but I have since deleted them. So yeah. Um yeah. Yeah. Oh, Stephen, what's going on, boss? I didn't know you was in. No, yeah, this is. eh, Let's pull up the website one more time because I want you guys to see just what you get for the value. Because I'm like thoroughly impressed now. Like I am thoroughly impressed. Great job, Velocitas. Like I am. So again, for $12.99, you get blueprints. You get the plans to do all of it. Um, is this only available via IG? I see the name on your YouTube page, but not a link. Um, oh yeah, let me add a link. I'm gonna copy and paste. Yeah, that's my fault. My fault. So this is for yeah. Sorry about that. Um, yeah. So I will go ahead and also add it to the YouTube video. I don't know why I didn't do that. See, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. But no, so yeah, like look at that. Like, so for $12.99, you get the blueprint. It comes with the 20 tactile switches, the 2 rotary encoders, the 7-way funky switch, 84 RGB programmable LEDs because each one has 4 here, and then you have these down here. So you can print it at home, as it says, multiple mounting solutions in the um, BOM file. They give you the recommended solutions to mount it, and the custom made PCB, which is available on their site. Again, here's what it looks like when you put the stickers on, and then here's the back of it. As we talked about, I have the posts on the back for now. Okay, so let's see. And again, tells you what's included. When you order the file, you get the step files for the CNC parts, which if you want CNC parts, you can do it. And I'll be honest, after using this, I might order CNC parts because I've learned through JLC PCB, it's not that expensive. I tried to order it here in the States. Yeah, ridiculous. So I might want this in CNC, but it's so cool. Like, dude, like it's so cool. Like this is so freaking cool. Man, this is cool. Um, you can already tell. Review pending, but get one. You get the manual on how to assemble it and the BLM file. Like I said, the entire kit is here. Some of the stuff is out of stock. Um, but again, you can get the project now. You can order the stickers now. If we go down below, the only thing that's sold out are the PCBs. So if you're comfortable doing PCBs, it's not hard. You just have to solder each button and the funky switch and the encoder and the USB-C. But I'm not a fan of doing that myself, so I would just wait. Um, you know, yeah, this is freaking cool. Like this is freaking cool. Yeah, I'm excited by this. So, but with that being said, like I've been on here an hour and 3 minutes, and I didn't intend on being here this long. Um, So Velocitas Imperium, as you can see, they're here. If you have questions, please reach out to them. Like I've I've talked to Rufus quite a bit, and then there are guys in the channel, like Click, who've helped me with the first wheel. This requires very little setup. Yeah, it's out of stock right now for the PCB. Um, and they are, and like I said, Velocitas did state that they just got some in and they're assembling right now. So I would say in a day or two, like he was saying, they should be up on there as back in stock. Um, order it, man. Like I said, don't look for an affiliate link from me. Like they deserve 100% of whatever they get for this. This is absolutely awesome. I would totally recommend it to anybody. And I think for the price, again, you can either build it yourself and probably do it cheaper, if you have a 3D printer at home, you can print the entire enclosure. Like I have 90% of the things I would need for this outside of the PCB. I have funky switches on the way. I already have encoders and I don't have the buttons and but like I could build this if I built it myself for less because I have parts already here. But dude, this is get it. Like review pending, just get it. Like I'm thoroughly impressed by this product. Like I said, yes, I got it for free. I would pay for this. And this is one of those things where like reviewers, we could do a service whether it's not worth your money, whether it is. This is totally worth your money, and I would recommend it to anybody. Um, Go ahead and get it. It's great. It does what you want it to do, and then some. All the effects are cool. If you don't know SimHub, they've done all of that stuff for you as well. They've also added it as a device, so it's just a lot less you have to go through. So, as always, man, I appreciate you all. If you think Ray here is worthy of a subscription, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Let me just throw me on the screen because again, now it's time for me to talk. But no, if you think this is cool, get one. If you think I'm cool, thumbs up, notifications on, and subscribe to the channel. If you have advice, feedback, comments, please leave them down below. I'll go ahead and add a link to this in the YouTube uh, um, description, and I'll add it to the comments as well. This way, it's always there and pinned. Velocitas, again, thank you for sending this to me. I really appreciate it. I'm going to do more of your projects. I just think I need to get my funds together. But this is definitely worth the cost of admission. Definitely. I'll tell anybody and everybody you should get it. You should spend the money if you can. You should buy the plans, and maybe you don't do it right now. Maybe it's something you do in 6 months and you slowly build it over time. But altogether, if you bought it from them, it'll cost you again $162.74 in euros, which is about 190, I guess, bucks here in the States. But this, like, this is the most easy DIY I've put together yet. So thanks again. I appreciate you all. Love from me to you. Hopefully you enjoy your weekends. Watch some F1 and some IMSA and any other racing that's out there. And I'll talk to you guys